Hey, what's up, guys? This is a new update of my videos. I haven't posted in a while, but that doesn't matter. So today is my C3500HD, and as you can tell by the thumbnail, there's a move bumper on this. I don't really see many YouTube videos about it, but you know what? That's not important. What's important, people want to know how to mount this and what do you need to do to add a winch. As you can tell, there's the 1,200-pound ZXR Harbor Freight Badlands winch right there that I just finished mounting, thanks to my cousin's help. Anyway, so when you get this kit, I pulled this guy off, which is the original record bumper. What's it called? Yeah. So you're gonna get a bunch of pieces of metal that go bolted onto these frame mounts. As you can tell, they're not the same as the C1500s. The C1500s have like into the channel, the C channel, but this is actually mounted onto the frame. You're gonna get the bottom piece and the top piece right there. So you have to mount those first, and then you get to weld this whole front bracket on, and then you start adding these pieces, right? As you can tell, I left my welds. I was too lazy, and I did like how the texture looked. I don't know. I was proud of it. They're not the best. I'm not a welder, you know. That's not my main job, but it looked good to me. Now, what you don't know is that you will need a bottle jack to press on this lip right here. You can see my fingers right there. The reason why you're going to need a bottle jack to push up is that once you get it welded and mounted and bolted up, it's going to hit the lower valence, the lower filler piece, because instead of being perfectly level like this, it's going to be cocked of the weight. The forward weight of it is going to be drooping down. So when you mount it, before you fully bolt it up and tie in those bolts, you're going to want to lift it up that way, get it level to where you get like a decent connection in here. We got a little bit of sagging right here, but that's fine. I like how it looks. Whatever. Do I really? Probably not. Once you lift it up and you bolt it in place, you can put everything back on. You know, I kind of left the lower valence on and off to kind of make sure that it's level, like that. But now to get to the winch part, I'm not entirely sure how the company wants you to mount this. To me, it made sense to lay the plate flat. And as you can tell, you know, there's my weld, and then it kind of tapers perfectly towards the bottom of the bumper. The part that goes back there, it made sense and it lined up. And in my mind, the line of pull, you know, when you're actually pulling on something, right? The winch is pulling straight into the bracket, versus if I mounted it horizontally, like pretty much standing up like this, it's gonna be acting like a pry bar on that winch, kind of ripping the bumper forward, if that makes sense. So this actually worked perfectly. As you can tell, it's facing, the front of the winch is facing down, and then it's pulling straight down through the winch and then through the fair lead. Right? You could reach your hand in here to actuate the lever, which is right here, to turn or to engage or disengage the clutch. So that works. As you can tell, I had to get slightly bigger washers. I was looking through my washers bin because the ones that come with it are too small for the brace that comes with these move bumpers. It's too big of a hole. The other thing I had to do for this fair lead is I had to get my carbide bit on my Dremel to widen out the hole where that nut goes. I don't know if you can see it right there. I had to widen out that notch to get that bolt to fit. It didn't take much. It was just a few shavings here and there, and boom. Yeah, so the fair lead's mounted. That's mounted. I honestly do not know how well these bolts are rated to hold up this weight of this winch going up and down when this thing is driving. I really don't know. So whether this works or not, I hope, you know, I don't know, you know, if that fails, that's catastrophic failure on that bolt. I really hope that doesn't happen. I don't think it will. You know, those bolts are pretty strong. What is that, grade 8.8? And they're pretty snug. I snugged them up. I torqued them a spec. I forgot what the spec was, but, you know, you get the drill. And hopefully it gets caught on this when it retracts back, if it ever does fall, which I hope it doesn't. Now, the biggest thing that you have to do with this is this guy. This big piece of metal, as you can tell, this is the bottle jack I was using, is a cross member that goes right there. You see that cut like a C? That goes straight across connecting the frame horns together. This side and this side. I don't know if you can see that because the cable's in the way. The reason I removed it is because, as you can tell where that pattern is, imagine that thing going all the way across. It may or may have not gotten in the way. I don't know. But I know it would have made this installation a lot harder. So now that this is bolted up all the way, what I'm going to go back and do is refabricate a new brace to go side to side. To keep that structural integrity at least, right? I might take off this valance. It'll make it easy to get to because there's a lot of space right there. That I don't drive this truck nearly enough to really worry about it right now. I don't think it's going to shift anytime soon. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. I used the plasma torch to get as close as I could to the frame on this side and this side. And that's the biggest fabrication and modification you need to do to install into this C3500HD, at least with this specific winch. Other winches may be smaller, like if you use a 3500 that's over there. Obviously you don't need to do all that. It's a lot smaller, but you know, if you're gonna mount a winch, I imagine you're gonna mount one of the big ones. Plus it helps offset the weight. You know, you're adding maybe 100 pounds in the front, kind of like what that wrecker bumper did, to offset the wrecker bed. So yeah, this is my video. Hopefully this helps a lot of people out. I don't think there's any videos that covers these details. If you do like it, please like it. You know, that's what the button's for. Any other questions, please ask. As you can tell, I'm not done. I haven't finished mounting it. I'm actually going to mount a winch solenoid somewhere here in the engine bay to go off the battery. I might add a second battery, not here, but somewhere in the wrecker bed, and put a battery isolator to, you know, have the winch draw power from the extra battery and not kill this one, but have it continuously charged with my alternator. It's a lot of wiring, but this is the heavy part. All that I could do on my leisure. I just needed a pair of hands. Oh, I didn't include this, but you do need some type of jack or something to hold that. That's way too heavy to maneuver, especially if you don't have a lift or just on your shoulders. It's way too heavy, that winch. You need something to hold it in place, and actually made it really easy to where we just slid the winch forward and it lined up perfectly with those bolt holes right there. All right, guys, this video is long enough. I'm sorry I've talked too much. I hope I covered all the information that you might be asking. If you do have any questions, please ask. I always reply. Take care.